Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Now I wouldn't really call this a news report, I'd probably call this like a little discussion because this has been a rumor that has been flooding around for quite some time, and my apologies if I stretch because I've barely my apologies if I stretch, but yeah, this is just a little news that I've been picking up for quite a few days. Um, these reports are going around that who could be some surprise entrances for the men's Royal Rumble. Yes, I said men's. I'm not talking about the women's this time because I'm pretty sure there'd be a lot of people out there probably getting sick of me talking about the women's Royal Rumble a lot more than the men's. So I'm here to give you guys two possible rumors right now that we could see in the men's Royal Rumble. There has been a lot of speculation going around that two former TNA wrestlers could be on their way to the WWE, and one of them could really cause them a lot of trouble. Think you get the gag? Well, in case if you don't get the gag, there's been reports going around that Ethan Carter III, EC3, could be on his way to WWE. According to articles that has said that EC3 has been written off television by doing a feast or fired, and he was fired due to the feast or fired briefcase that he was given, because one is given a championship match and the other is given a contract that will fire them. Now, I don't know if that's the same one that Drew McIntyre had, because I believe Drew McIntyre had a contract and if he lost his world title match, he'd get fired. I don't know if that's the same one, but this one obviously feels a bit more different. This one obviously is a bit different to the one that I remember. Even though I don't really follow TNA much, but I just remembered all these, these contract sort of stuff, these briefcase contract stuff. But anyway, let's continue on. EC3 was fired due to the feast or fired. He was given the or fired contract, and there has been speculations that he could be on his way to WWE. And this is not the only time that he's been in WWE. He was in WWE during his early days in NXT as Derek Bateman in a love triangle. I think he was in some kind of love triangle storyline with Caitlyn and Maxine, I believe. I believe that's where he was. And now it seems like EC3 could be on his way back to the WWE with the Ethan Carter III character and much more. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this. I'm gonna tell you guys this. I can't really sit here and say, I'm a big fan of EC3 or I don't like EC3. I can't really say much because I don't really watch TNA. I've seen glimpses of him on TNA, and all I know is that the guy's talented, and that's basically what I will say. The guy's talented because when WWE has a young guy and they let that young guy go and then they go somewhere else and they become, a megastar somewhere else, it really shows that WWE really had a lot of potential with this person, but they just didn't really utilize him or her. It's like they think that, we don't really see nothing in you, but now But now they see something in Ethan Carter. Now they see something in him, and now they want him back. Now they want him back because now that they've realized what of a talent he is. And, only if WWE realized it that sooner. Now, would I see him in the Royal Rumble? Maybe. Maybe. There's a good possibility we could see EC3. It'd be really cool if he came out to that music, but I don't think he'll come out to that music. I think he'll get his own one, because I honestly, even though I didn't really follow TNA, I actually really liked EC3's theme. I've actually heard it a few times. His song's actually one of my favorite TNA themes. Trouble, 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 trouble. Yeah, it was such a good song, Maybe WWE might let him use that theme. Maybe people would recognize him if he came out to that theme song, but WWE don't really use TNA theme music, so I honestly, I think Ethan Carter is gonna be. I think he's gonna do an AJ Styles. He's going to skip NXT because there's really no need for him to be in NXT, even though he will thrive down there. But I'm just saying, I don't think he really needs to go through NXT. He can come up to Raw or SmackDown. But if I'm going to be honest, I'd probably say have him on SmackDown. I'm not saying have him on SmackDown because I'm a SmackDown fan. I'm just saying I think it would be good to have someone like him on the SmackDown brand, because I think a guy at his caliber could really do well in the mid-card, especially for Bobby Roode. He could be a good candidate for Bobby Roode in the mid-card for the United States Championship. And maybe a future WWE champion as well, some in the future, EC3 has a lot of talent to be a good champion. So that's my thoughts on that. I think EC3 could be on his way to WWE. I'm not 100% sure, but this has just been something that I've been hearing going around for a while now. And if EC3 does come to the WWE, then good on him. Congratulations to him that he's now been given a second chance in WWE. And hopefully WWE actually utilizes him a lot better. I think my idea for a Bobby Roode EC3 US title feud, I think that would be a cool idea. Now let's move on to the next possible rumor going around right now. This rumor going around is that, like I said, there are two TNA names that are leaving TNA and could be on their way to WWE. Like I said, the first one is EC3, and now this time we could be having another guy who could be given a second chance in WWE. This one could possibly be Bobby Lashley. Yes, Bobby Lashley. I've been hearing stories about him coming back to WWE as well, and could possibly be appearing at the Royal Rumble. Bobby Lashley never really got an opportunity in WWE, honestly. He was never really... Now, I know some people say, oh, he was US champion and he was ECW champion. What I mean by opportunity, I mean, like, he wasn't around long enough in WWE to thrive. That's what I more mean. Yes, he was ECW heavyweight champion. Yes, he was United States champion. But how long was he US champion for? I don't think he was US champion for very long. And the only reason why he thrived in ECW is because they needed someone in ECW to be one of the representatives. And Bobby Lashley's big moment at WrestleMania was when he was in that hair versus hair match, Trump versus McMahon. That was that was one of the biggest moments of Bobby Lashley's career, in his young career, mind you. So I really think Bobby Lashley really does deserve a second chance in WWE, and hopefully they actually utilize him a lot better than they did, because I think he could have potentially been like a world champion, WWE champion. Maybe he could have even hung around in the mid-card for a bit, Intercontinental, US. Could have been US champion a few more times. I think Bobby Lashley would have been a good fit would be a good fit. Now, again, I think SmackDown would want Bobby Lashley. Because I think SmackDown at this point really needs some big names. And this is the thing that I get a lot from people. They always tell me, oh, you only want people on SmackDown because you're a SmackDown fan. I'm not saying it because I'm a SmackDown fan. I'm saying it because SmackDown needs more major stars. Like I've been saying with the women constantly. They need more women. They need the iconic duo. And I've also got something else that I would want to bring up as well very quickly, is that, back onto the women here just for a quick second, is that now I'm hearing a rumor going around that Ember Moon could be a transitional champion. Yeah, I've been hearing words that Ember Moon could be a transitional champion, having her lose the NXT Women's Championship to Shayna Baszler, and then moving her up to the main roster soon after. Now, the funny thing, I want to get onto this really quick before I move back on to Bobby Lashley. I want to say this about Ember Moon. This is really NXT's biggest mistake. Now, Ember Moon has been given way too many chances with the NXT Women's Championship. If they really wanted Ember Moon champion, they should have had her be the one to beat Asuka, like I've mentioned before. She should have been the one to beat Asuka. But WWE, sorry about that, WWE constantly kept forcing Asuka down our throats. And that was the issue. And then at the SummerSlam Takeover event, I believe it was Brooklyn, they had Ember Moon wave everybody off goodbye. She waved everybody goodbye, and then all of a sudden we see Asuka moving up to the main roster and Ember Moon staying. That was a real big mistake on NXT's end. When they had Ember Moon say goodbye, they should have had Ember Moon go to the main roster, and if they were going to have Asuka go as well, they both should have gone up to the main roster, and then they could have built up like a Peyton Royce or a Billie Kay or anybody else in NXT to become NXT Women's Champion. Maybe they could have given it to Nikki Cross, but this is the one thing that I've really been bugged about with NXT. Now they want to bring Ember Moon up. Now they want Ember Moon to go to the main roster. Well, it's a little too late because you've already given her the title. And you want her to be a transitional champion. You want her to be a transitional champion. Now, this is something that I've been wanting from NXT for a while. I'm not saying that because I don't like it. I'm saying NXT, whenever they give someone a championship, NXT always have a person hold the title for approximately 100 days or more, and we constantly see them being champion for way too long. I'm okay with them, finally giving someone a short reign. I think Ember Moon is more than ready for the main roster. That's why I am okay with the fact that we could have Ember Moon lose the NXT Women's Championship. I'm okay with it. I know there might be people out there that might not be, but I'm just saying I'm okay with Ember Moon being a transitional champion. But anyway, that's that little mini story out of the way. Let's get back onto Bobby Lashley. About Bobby Lashley being a part of the Men's Royal Rumble, I think I'm not sure. I'm not really sure if he will be a part of the WWE, and I'm not sure if he'll be a part of the Royal Rumble. So honestly, I think EC3 has more of a chance of being in WWE, I think, more than Lashley does right now. I don't know if people have heard stories about these two possibly coming into WWE, but yeah, that's just basically what I've been hearing. So anyway, guys, that is the end of this video. I wanted to make this quick video. I wouldn't say quick, it's nearly 15 minutes. But I wanted to make this video, and I hope you guys all enjoyed. And if anything else comes up, or if anything in my mind pops up in my brain, I will give it to you today, because I've got nothing better to do. It's Monday, so there's no Raw until tomorrow, Tuesday. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me for this video. Hit that like button, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you're new, and also click the bell to be notified when I upload a video. So anyway, guys, thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all next time.